Hi everybody, it's Pudding Skin McGee here with just a little tutorial for you on how to use makeup to paint on Ayla's third eye. All of the materials I'm using here are just really common beauty products. They should not be hard to find if you don't already have them. And here's everything that I'm using. I'm using just a basic black eyeliner pencil, a eyeshadow brush. I'm using this shade of eyeshadow that I found, a really vibrant red that's going to really pop. I found this at Hot Topic. You could probably find ones of similar quality elsewhere, but we all know Hot Topic. It'll make really gaudy makeup if it can. I'm also using lipstick. I also have a eyeshadow palette that has a lot of red shades in it, so you're going to want to use a really light pink and also a really dark red if you can. Those are optional, but they really help to add depth and make it not look so like derpy face painting. And I think that's all of the supplies that I need. If you want, you can have makeup remover wipes as well, which will help get any excess makeup off of your brush. And with that, let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is that, according to her reference pictures, a lot of third eyes are drawn like in the middle of the eyebrows here, but hers is more in the center of the forehead. So what we're going to do is take our eyeliner pencil and just kind of make a dot there just so that we know where we're aiming for. And later, that place where that dot is, that's going to be her pupil. So, hopefully you guys can see me from this angle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make just a basic eye shape. And what this is just sort of like an almond, sort of a sharp oval. I don't know how to describe it any better than that, but I'll just show you. So feel free to go over it very lightly. And remember that her third eye is a bit smaller than the rest of her eyes, so if it comes out a little small looking, don't worry about that. Now, if you mess up big time and it just is wrong everywhere, don't be afraid to take a makeup remover wipe and redo it. For now, this is just eyeliner, so it should be really easy to take off. So now that I have the basic shape here, I'm going to actually fix it up a little bit. Also, try not to do this with wet or greasy skin. It'll make it so that the makeup doesn't last quite as long as done, and it may not come out quite as vibrant. And what we're really looking for here is vibrancy, because it's an eye, we want it to pop. Also, try to achieve symmetry as best as you can. Okay, now that I got the basic shape down, what I'm going to do is take my lipstick, or you could also use a lip liner for this. This is just what I had lying around. Cheap lipstick that came in like a set that I got years ago. Now this is kind of the crazy part. You're going to cake the lipstick, absolutely cake it onto your head. Well, on the eye, that is. This will make it so that all of the eyeshadow we put on it sticks more and it becomes more vibrant, and it also gives us a pink shade that we want because Ayla's eyes are red. Try not to make it bleed into the eyeliner too much. It will happen a little bit, but just try to reduce it a little bit. What you can do if you're having a little bit of troubles with it is every few seconds or minutes, whenever it happens, you can take your lipstick, like the actual lipstick itself, and just kind of pat down all of the spots that have been sort of tainted by the eyeliner here, like so. This will mean that you probably won't want to use this lipstick on your lips again, so like I said, cheap lipstick as long as it's not glossy, greasy, sticky, or enamel-y is all fine. You just don't want it to be too wet, basically. You just want it to be a solid, creamy sort of state like this. Or else the eyeshadow won't work well. Okay, now that we have that on, what we're going to do is take the base color. The base color is going to be this crazy red that I have, and it's going to come out really, really red once I put it on. So we're going to try to take a lot and put it on. Just really as much as we can kind of fit onto my brush here. And we're going to put it all over. This is why it's okay if your eyeliner kind of bleeds into the center of the eye a little bit, because this eyeshadow here will cover it all up. Like I said, I got this particular eyeshadow at Hot Topic, and it's really good for really vibrant reds. But you could probably find something of a similar quality elsewhere, and when I say similar, I mean bad. This was really cheap makeup, so it looks kind of trashy when you actually wear it, but it's good for purposes like this. Okay, now we have that all in sort of the... we just basically painted it in the eye. Now I'm going to just clean off my brush real quick. Man, look at this. There's so much red. And this is the leftovers. I'm sure taking it off of my face is going to be a hoot. Oh god, what if it sticks on? No, that won't happen. Anyway, so now we're going to take our darker shade of red here. Mine is sort of it's more of a purpley color, but that's fine. Oops, I forgot to dry off my brush. Now it's wet. Anyway, so now we're going to put that around sort of the rim of our eye. If I can put enough on the brush, that is. There we go. Now what this does for us is gives our eye here a little bit more depth. That's something that we really want to look for. It's because we want it to look at least a little bit realistic. Make it match with the rest of our eyes. So putting some shading in never hurts. Now, if it comes out a little bit too dark or a little bit too purple, don't be afraid to take your bright red again and go over it. It's a force of habit for me to clean off my brush on my hand, because hand soap actually takes off makeup really well. So now I look like some sort of weird, either a murder scene or a Picasso painting, however you want to interpret that. Well, anyway. So now we're going to take our light pink here, this one in particular, and we want to take a lot of it and put it sort of just in the center here. Make sure it blends in at least, but you will want a lot of it. This way we have some more shading. Now that we have that done, we're going to take a really, really light pink, or just a white. A white eyeliner pencil will actually work really well, but those can be really hard to find. So if you don't have it, that's totally fine. I'm just using eyeshadow instead of eyeliner. What we're going to do is put a sort of dot of white right in this corner here. Dab it on. And we're going to put a smaller dot of white a little bit lower into the other corner. And what this does is that simulates not only just shading but lighting for us, which makes our eye even more realistic. And now for the last few steps. We're going to take our eyeliner pencil again. If you want to use liquid liner, now is the time to do it instead of before. And we're going to retrace and sort of redefine our shape. By the way, when you're doing this, your eyeliner, your lipstick, your eyeshadow brush, all those things will probably get messy with all of the other things that we've done. So don't use too expensive of materials for this. And now that we have that done, we're going to add the pupil, which you can do this with a dark red eyeshadow or eyeliner even if you have that, but black really works just as well. It's going to be a little bit hard to put on because of all the eyeshadow in the way in the center, but just smack it on as best as you can. Little pupil there. Now Ayla's third eye, if you look at the splash art, actually doesn't have a proper iris, so there's no reason to freak out over making that really realistic. Thank goodness she doesn't, because that would make it so much harder. Anyway, so you may be asking yourself a little bit why it's sort of like the center looks like an eye, but because of the amount of eyeshadow that eyeliner that we put on, and the fact that it's not three-dimensional at all, it makes it look really, really noticeable that it's fake. So we have an easy solution to that though. The only problem is that if you haven't done it before, it's going to be really weird the first time. And that solution is fake eyelashes. I'm not going to put those on until I actually go to the con that I'm wearing this costume at. But you can find them everywhere. Just really everywhere. You can find them a lot of places. For those who've never applied fake eyelashes before, just follow the instructions. I think almost all of the fake eyelashes have instructions on them on how to put them on and how to keep them on. And the most important thing is to make sure that your eyelashes are shaped to the fact that you're putting them on center eye instead of just your normal eyes. Because a lot of fake eyelashes come in just like the top lid. So you might want to take a pair of scissors or something like that and just sort of chop away at them until it looks like something that can be put right here that'll match your other eyelashes. Now, if you do normally wear fake eyelashes, in your cosplay, you can put those fake eyelashes on your normal eyes and on your top eye, and you won't have to do as much cutting. The only problem is that you still want there to be an underlash here, and because not all fake eyelashes come with an underlash, you still might want to cut that out. I'm going to go real quick and grab my fake eyelashes so that I can show you a general idea of what they look like, even though I won't be attaching them. So how I did this is I took a pair of, well, nobody in my family wears fake lashes, including me. So we have this pair of fake eyelashes that have just been sitting for a really long time. And they probably would have been thrown away if it weren't for the fact that I was finally able to find a use for them in this cosplay. So they didn't have, these eyelashes that I have are like crazy fake. You can really tell. So what I did is I measured my own eyelashes, which were, for me, they were about a little more than half a centimeter. And that was like my longest eyelash. Yours obviously will be different though. You don't necessarily have to measure them out, but I did. But anyway, what I did is I took 2 top eyelashes, which is all that the kit that I had included, and I chopped them off to something that looked closer to the eyelashes that I have naturally. And I just sort of took these 2 top lashes and put them into one eye. And so here are the 2 eyelashes I have. just a reminder that your bottom eyelashes will be shorter than your top eyelashes. And you're going to want it that way even if you're going for a fake or gaudy look. Because you don't want like spider eyes. Anyway, I'm just going to sort of hover them over so that you can get a general idea of what it looks like when it's finished. Oh, also, know what direction the eyelashes are curving. That's a good idea. So, fake eyelashes are pretty important in this step, I feel like. Because without them, it looks really obvious that you painted these eyelashes on. But with them, it gives your eyes a lot more depth. Or I should say your one eye a lot more depth. It just helps to keep it cool. Well, I haven't actually applied it yet, so there you go. Anyway, I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. I hope it works out for you all. If you have any questions for me, please just ask, and I'll see you guys later.